Hey yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to the channel guys. Today we'll be talking about probably one of the most controversial topics in Call of Duty history, supply drops. Now supply drops are very infamous within Call of Duty. Kind of wanted to talk about if they should maybe return to Call of Duty. I saw something on Twitter recently and pretty much it was like saying like supply drops, like should they come back into Call of Duty, and it kind of got me thinking and I pretty much just wanted to make a video on it. So yeah guys, anyways, let's get right into it. Should supply drops return to Call of Duty? So first things first, anyone who doesn't really know what supply drops are in Call of Duty, because if you're like a newer Call of Duty player, or if you just simply never played Call of Duty before, they were actually introduced back in 2014 with Advanced Warfare. Was the first game to ever introduce this concept of supply drops for Call of Duty. And this continued throughout all the way until Black Ops 4. So it was in Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare Remastered, World War II, and as well as Black Ops 4. Now they were kind of an interesting concept because they kind of were like slot machines in a sense. You would get like different like items and stuff like that from them. So, you know, for example, you can get like different camos for your guns. Sometimes you would get like different like outfits for your character in the game. Different, you know, and some games had different things, you know, like in World War II, you had like literal pistol grips were in supply drops.
Yo, this is the funniest shit I've ever seen. What is this nigga doing, though?
That's probably gotta be one of the worst things. And then in Black Ops 3, they had like attachment variants, that was just stupid as well. But probably the worst thing that was actually in these supply drops was the fact that DLC weapons would be put in there. So anytime a new weapon was introduced into the game, it would be put into these supply drops you actually had to get. So, you know, like, and now, like, we literally can just, like, you know, there's a challenge for it. It's like, okay, do this in like 15 games and you get your weapon. No, in the previous games, you literally had to get them out of these supply drops, and you can, and the method of actually getting them was really difficult because it wasn't like super easy to always get supply drops unless you were constantly grinding and stuff. And then even if you were constantly grinding, you weren't getting a lot. And some games had like different systems of that, like in Black Ops 3 you had crypto keys, and like in Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered you had salvage that you get and stuff like that, you know, where you could buy some other things and stuff like that. But it was different pretty much for every game. And then I know in a few games like Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare, they had like weapon variants and stuff like that, where it would be like the regular base guns, but they would be a little bit more powerful, and sometimes these would just be overpowered and just kind of stupid, you know. I mean, I remember back in the day, if you died to someone using a DLC gun or like a weapon variant, you pretty much would be like, oh, yep, there we go. You know, I died to someone who either got extremely lucky with their supply drops or someone who just spent a bunch of money to just get that gun. But yeah, I believe the worst ones out of all of these were Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, and Black Ops 4. Because I think these all had like the worst systems. And I think mostly it was Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 that are probably considered the absolute worst. I mean, they were just so bad, you know, like Black Ops 3 had so many different like DLC weapons that were in there, and there were so many good DLC weapons. I think probably Black Ops 4 was probably the worst. I just absolutely hated that game with supply drops. So yeah, but now they're actually replaced by bundles, which I mean is a step in the right direction. I think them getting replaced by bundles is good because it just gets rid of that randomness and stuff like that. You can actually buy what you want to get and stuff, you know. And plus, I believe there was like a lot of laws coming out that made it kind of seem like, you know, it wasn't that good for these games, because, you know, they could get into some serious legal trouble if they continue to have these like pay to win things and stuff like that, because it would be pretty much, I believe it'd just be considered like gambling, and, you know, in some states, at least in America, that would be like underage and stuff like that for gambling. So yeah, you would pretty much just, it was just not good for them. So yeah. Now, should these actually return back into the game? Now, how they would return back, I can only imagine they would ever return just strictly cosmetic. So there wouldn't be any DLC weapons or like weapon variants, anything like that. Nothing to give a player a competitive advantage at all. It would just strictly be cosmetics. And if they were to do that, in all honesty, I still don't see them bringing it back. I think it's just way too controversial, and especially with the brand new Microsoft buyout, you know, of Activision, I'm pretty sure we will never see this ever happen again and stuff like that. I know some games still do have supply drops in them, like I believe like Overwatch and Apex Legends still have them, but I just don't see Call of Duty doing it because I think bundles are just way too successful for them and stuff like that. And in my own personal opinion, I rather have like these cosmetic items actually just not even in bundles or even supply drops. I'd rather just have them being able to be grinded for, you know. It was always so cool to see like how there was some items you could just grind for and stuff like that. I kind of miss that with some older games and stuff, you know, where the store aspect of the game wasn't really too, you know, like as big as it was today, that mostly things were obtainable through grinding for it, which kind of does suck a little bit that that's not really the main focus anymore. Most things are pretty much like, oh, you want this cool new thing in the game? Oh, well, you're actually just gonna have to buy it, you know. You don't grind for it, you just buy it, you know. I feel like it's not always the best, but yeah. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about this. Do you guys think that supply drops should return in Call of Duty? If so, like, just tell me why. Why do you think that they should? And if they shouldn't, also let me know as well. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.